How did I finally get my parents to let me have a phone at the dinner table? My little sister nearly died because of the rule, and the rule died with the ambulance ride. Our house had one law above all others: no phones at meals. Not silenced, not face down, away. In a basket by the door, powered off, from the second you sat down until the dishes were cleared. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, guests or no guests, birthday or Tuesday, it didn't matter. I understood the spirit of it. My parents grew up watching families disappear into screens, and they wanted us to actually talk to each other. And honestly, we did. Dinner in our house was loud and good, but my mom enforced it like scripture. The food will still be there. The phone will still be there. This half hour is ours. If your phone so much as buzzed in the basket, she'd give you a look that could curdle milk. My little sister Priya was 9, and she had a peanut allergy. A real one. The EpiPen kind. The read every label kind. We'd lived with it her whole life so carefully that it had almost become background noise. She had a bracelet. There were auto injectors in the kitchen drawer, in the car, in her backpack. We were good about it. We were so good about it that we'd gotten comfortable, which is exactly how these things go wrong. One Sunday, my aunt brought dinner over. She'd cooked, which she never did, and she was proud of it. And my mom didn't want to insult her by interrogating every dish. My aunt swore up and down there were no nuts. She'd used a sauce from a jar. Nobody thought to check the jar, because checking the jar in front of the proud cook felt rude, and my parents were distracted playing host. Phones went in the basket. Off, like always. Priya took about 4 bites before she said her mouth felt itchy and weird. My mom told her to drink some water. Kids say things feel weird. Then Priya's voice changed, got thick, got wrong, and she put her hand on her throat, and I watched my mother's whole face fall through the floor. The sauce had trace peanut. The jar said so, in small print, on a label nobody read. What happened next happened in maybe 90 seconds, and I've replayed all of it. My dad grabbed Priya, and my mom ran for the drawer and jabbed the EpiPen into her thigh. And it helped. It bought time. But anaphylaxis can rebound, and one pen is not always enough, and Priya was still struggling and getting gray at the lips. And my mom screamed, "Call 911." And every phone in the house was off, in a basket, by the door, 30 feet away. I have never seen my mother move like she moved to get to that basket. She was shaking so hard she couldn't get her own phone to power on. You know how they take those long seconds to boot? And she was standing there watching the loading screen with her 9-year-old turning gray behind her, and I will never forget the sound she made at that phone. My dad's turned on first. He got through. The dispatcher walked us through the second pen. The ambulance made it in 6 minutes, which the paramedics later said was about the outer edge of okay. They told my parents, very plainly, in the driveway, that minutes had mattered, that the powered-off phones had cost time we did not have to spend. Priya was fine, is fine. 2 nights in the hospital and a very stern allergist appointment, and she came home and ate a peanut-free cookie on the couch like nothing had happened, while the rest of us were quietly falling apart. The rule ended that week, not with a big announcement. My mom just took the basket off the table one night and didn't put it back. Phones stay on us now, on the table, silent but on, always reachable. Nobody scrolls at dinner. That culture stuck, and I'm glad it did. But the off and away part is gone forever. Here's the part that gets me. For years, the rule was about presence, about us being here, together, undistracted, and it was a good instinct. But my mom had turned a good instinct into an absolute, and absolutes don't bend when the one situation arrives that they should have bent for. The whole point of the rule was to protect the family at the table, and the rule was the thing standing between my mother and the phone when the family at the table needed saving. She said that to me months later, washing dishes. "I made a rule to keep us close," she said, and it almost took her. She wasn't crying. She said it flat, like she'd said it to herself 100 times. Priya's 15 now. She keeps her phone in her pocket at dinner, and nobody says a word. And once in a while, I catch my mom looking at it there, just sitting on the table, glowing faintly, reachable, like the sight of it is a small mercy she never stops being grateful for.